Hello, all of you Vainglorious, wonderful people. Oh, look, it's not capturing the game. Now it is. I just had to click the window. Hi, greetings, welcome, salutations. How you doing? I just realized I have an opportunity here. So this is not the city that we started building in Twitch. You foe to YouTube. Fantastic. You foe. What's up, Raisins? How you doing? Long time no chat. Anyways, this is not the city that we started on Twitch a few weeks ago. This is the YouTube city. Actually, you're looking at about 2 weeks ahead. By the way, yes, I know I didn't have a Cities Skylines video today. It's uploaded, and I got the date wrong. It's scheduled for tomorrow. By the time I realized, I'm like, yeah, I'll just leave it scheduled for tomorrow. So it'll be up tomorrow. Episode 11 of this will be, but you're looking at through episode 13 right now. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this whole area, to be honest, but one thing that we have not done at all, like at all, is detail, really. I mean, I put a few trees in over here, but we've got tons of areas that I've built that I really like. Like, I love this campus area. Even though it's separate from the main campus, it's still part of the campus area. And because it's a trade school, they have the Statue of Industry. Though it really should be facing this way, but you can't make it face that way. Though, now that I say that... No, there's not a way to do it. Never mind. I was thinking I could use the paths that are actually roads. What we could do is swap these two buildings, like that and that. Let's do that. I like that idea. I think it should be facing this way. I really do. I just think that's the better place for it, and then that's going to be like, hey, I can't overwrite a path. Yes, you can. Trust me. Can. So we'll go like right there with it, and then we'll rerun that path. You'll be sad if there's no Westwood video tomorrow. Every time I do the intro for that series, I always want to say Westworld, like the TV show. Thank God it's not the same. Westworld. Oof. Anyway, so yeah, we need lots and lots of detailing. Also, we can name things, like we can come up with different names for everything. Except the town itself. We're 13 episodes in, the town's not getting renamed. And to mark that naming occasion that we can do, I reactivated the naming channel point rewards. You can name things. I think first things first is we should get some consistency in our roads. Because I'm sure that, like, Edward Price Boulevard probably doesn't stretch all the way to the other end. Actually, wow, it does. That's... There we go, like, Park doesn't, So over here, it's Park. Over here, it's Terry Avenue. This was the first one. So I think we should carry this over to here. I don't know the other side for some reason. I don't know why, but we'll just name this, what are these, parkways? Highway. We'll name this Terry Highway as well. Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe we can come up with a story for this town as well. I think that could be fun. It looks like actually a lot of the streets are doing fairly well, though I do notice that, like, this is Alexander all the way from here and then all the way back down to here. No bueno. We want Alexander to end way back here. So to do that, you just go in there, drag the little end node, and now that's Alexander, and this became Willow. So I wish there was an easier way to get into this tool. other than clicking every street. It looks like it's actually... I see this should be evergreen, even though it ends here. This should still be evergreen. That should be evergreen. That should be evergreen. That should be evergreen. In my opinion. Because see, what we have here is Ashton Thompson intersecting Daffodil and Lewis. And that's not good. So, alright, that's evergreen, so this needs to become evergreen. So I need to back this off. We'll have Ashton Thompson. Oh wow, that does not want to go. That does not want to move. Wow. Okay, I just put that on the highway by accident. And let me bring it to there. I don't know how I got it up here on the highway, but it will not go any farther than that. Okay. So Ashton Thompson's going to be this little stub, and then here, this is going to become evergreen. So let's go here, actually. Oh, there we go. Street naming's important. It's not something I pay enough attention to. So that's evergreen, so this needs to be evergreen. And then this needs to be evergreen. Streets can stop to start, but carry on the same naming convention. It is not all that uncommon. You'll return? Alright. Thanks for the warning. I mean, see you when you get back. So yeah, for the most part, we're looking pretty good. So maybe I don't have to do as much of this as I thought I was going to have to do. We have a lot of them here too, Hobo. And hi, Hobo. We have a lot of them. There's one. See, that one like shoots all the way up to there. That doesn't need to be a thing. That needs to just end right here. And that can become its own new street. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That doesn't continue through. See, that should really be all of that same street over there. That one wraps all the way around, so it basically intersects the same street here twice. No. Those type of things do happen in real life, though, where I've seen, like... So, Lake Jackson, Texas, part of the development, one of the residential areas, a big residential area, from the sky, the streets are supposed to look like a blooming rose. So you can imagine that there's not a single straight stretch of street anywhere in that neighborhood. And because of that, there are a lot of streets that intersect themselves. So they'll go up and around and come back onto themselves. So you can come to a T-junction at the corner of Light Rose and Rose. Which is confusing, to say the least. So that's Jackson Street, so this needs to be Jackson Street. Jackson. And that ends where it needs to end. Actually, this part of the neighborhood was here first, so we'll... Yep, there, Amity. Yeah, I live not far from Amity Road. So Amity... Okay, things are being laggy, so then this needs to be Amity. Not Scarlet Wright, though I love that name, Scarlet Wright. We might have to name something after her. So then over here, we're going to have, yeah, Katie. Katie would have been first. So we're going to have Katie Street. Not Katie Street. The street with more Katie. That's Katie. Katie Street. Tony, you do not get to go that far. Hello. I can have that, please. Thank you. There we go. We're just gonna go through and do street by street. Katie. And then over here, this is that Ashton Thompson Street. Actually, I think this neighborhood would have been built before that. I'm trying to remember. We built here and over there. And I think I built out this way before I built this side. Yes, I've been using the wrong thing. So yeah, this is Miller. Hi, Ashton Thompson. Been nice knowing you. And then this is right, and it goes where it's supposed to go. Over here, it's Walker. And there, it's fine because there's a bridge. There, it's fine because there's a bridge. There, it's fine because there's a bridge. Cool. So that's all of... Excuse me. That's all of those. Massive hiccup there. Primrose... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That doesn't work for me. Applegate, that's fine. It doesn't really correspond to anything down there. White Street can go all the way down there. That's fine. But then this should be White Street. Instead it's Parker Street. Let's run Parker. Man, this thing does not want to cooperate today. It's just like, no, I don't want to go back there. But why? Let me go like one at a time. No. Started to. Look, end there. What does that mean when I put that dot there? What does that dot do? No idea. This is the dot I care about. Oh, however, it did let me move that. Okay, so I guess that dot has to be far enough away from that dot. Okay. Good to know. The dots matter. So White Street can go down to there. That's fine. Morgan Street. Extra. Morgan Street would have been there before. And then this needs to be Morgan as well. And so Blackwell carries over, but goes whoop, whoop. Okay, there we go. We're fine. Carries over. It needs to end there. So that means this needs to be, what was that? Blackwell, Piper Blackwell. That works out well. I don't have to type anything, just delete. Walker Street doesn't have anything that corresponds that way. Oh, I clicked inside there. Where was Walker? There's Walker. Miller. It's thought we already had a Miller. My keyboard is so loud. And then, what's it called? Walker? Yeah, Walker. Except, nope. No. Walker. And then these roads become their own conflagrated mess down there, so Parker Street looking good. Hemlock Street, that's a good name. Parker. I know this isn't the most exciting thing, but I don't know. I think it brings a nice little detail to the game. Granted, you can just turn street names off if you want, not ever look at them. Yeah, see there, problems like that. We don't want that. There we go. So what was that? Ashton, we're gonna just do the east-west streets for now, and then we're gonna detail after that. We're almost done. Ashton, and then this area got built first, so Smith Street. So this needs to be Smith Street, not Audrey. Sorry, Audrey, you have lost your street name. Wait, was it Smith? Smith Street, yes. And then here, yeah, there we go. We've got Scarlet. intersecting Peters Street twice. So at the corner of Scarlet and Peters, which one? Yeah, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. How's everybody doing tonight? I forgot to ask that earlier. So Hickory does have a corresponding street down there. I am well. My mom is home from the hospital. She's on the mend. She can get up and stand on her own. She has to use some sort of assist device to move around still. Like a walker or something like that. But other than that, she's in good shape. Busy day at work? Sounds like it. Sounds like you've been dealing with... Okay, yeah, these are both going over that way. Sounds like you've been dealing with video card issues today. Oh god, Murray Street. Look what Murray Street does. It starts there, goes down there, up there, and around. Oof, okay. Knock it off, Murray. There we go. Now Murray is a little more tamed. Wow, that was... Roberts is trying to do its best imitation. Murray Street. Concord Street. Oh my god, another one. Why? Why does the game do that? It's so weird. Like, it'll be fine, and it'll get, like, stretches of road just fine. And then suddenly it's like, this road is 27,000 miles long and appears in your city 12 times. Chapman's good. So here, Hunter Street. This needs to be Hunter Street, and you don't need to go way the hell up there. Okay. So we want that to be Alexander. So we'll move the Alexander name to there, except it's not letting me. So we'll click there and then see if it'll let me. What's up, Zeric? This is actually my YouTube city. This is not the same city that we started in a stream recently. There we go. So that's Roberts. So this needs to be Roberts. No, Hunter, because this got built after that. Yeah, this is a totally different city. I haven't done any detailing in this city. This is my YouTube series, so I figured, why not? Let's go in and do some detailing tonight, starting with getting our street naming conventions. I was noticing a missing ditch. Exactly. Oh, we already had a Miller Street. Pretty sure we already had a Miller Street. Yeah, that does not need to go all the way over there. That needs to end right there, and then I guess I'll let it come down to there. I guess. And the reason I haven't really done a lot of detailing in the YouTube series is because it just takes time. And I don't want to do like an entire 30-minute video that's just time-lapse. It's not really time-lapse, it's just playing the footage fast. Why YouTubers call it time-lapse, I don't know. But, you know, you don't really want to just crank out that for a video and be done with it. So this was the original part of town, right here. This is our starting area, and then we built industry across from it. So let's just start in the oldest part of town and work our way through with some nice detailing. Like these people over here, I did trees there, but for the most part, I haven't really touched anything. This park went in pretty early, if I recall correctly. I'm also just going to leave it running on its slow speed. I'm not really worried about city growth or adding anything to the city as far as functionality. This is all just about making it look better. So what type of map are we on? We have palm trees. We have oaks. We even have some conifers of some sort. Just that one. It is the boreal pine. Looks like that's about it. Oaks kind of. What are you? You're the oak tree. Yeah, as far as what just is here on the map natively, that's it. Oaks, boreal pines, and then as we get closer to the water, palm trees. I think this area has lots of beaches. The only thing is, it's going to be really difficult to connect this area back here. Because we've only got that little isthmus there and that little... Right? Is that an isthmus where it narrows because of a body of water? I think so. But it's really narrow there. It's really narrow there. And there are no really good places to build bridges across. Like, we've got some areas that we could do a span across, but it would require redoing our roadway. Like, I could get a span across there. That would make sense. Span across there might make sense. Yeah, but a dam's artificial. What is it when there's a narrowing bit of land that's surrounded by... that has water on two sides? There's a name for it. I thought it was isthmus. And I'm probably wrong about that. But there's just not a lot of good places to build bridges over here. I've got the start of a highway that's going to come down this direction. Just so that it's there with a basic intersection. This was essentially just to give people an alternate way into the city instead of just this. And then we've got a really basic one down here too. Anyways, detailing. We were looking at trees. So I think what I'd like to do right here down our main drag, like right in the middle here, since they're nice and tall and have just a great presence, we are going to very carefully squeeze in these pine trees. And for this, I think it's an okay time to use the prop line tool. That's not the tree I have selected. That's a little too dense. Let's bump that up a little bit. Maybe 12 meters. Let's go 15. I don't want it to be too crowded. Yeah, 15 looks good. I like 15. And we'll run that all the way to right there. It will not build trees in the middle of roads because I have anarchy turned off. And that's just a nice division of pine. Much pine. Okay, so those two are a bit too close. But I can come through here and adjust individual trees. So those are crashing into my bridge just a bit. Those people walking across are getting smacked in the face with pine needles. I accidentally did something in OBS and I don't know what it was. This is where I saw something click. So cool. And then over here, like on the entryway, like the map creator, excuse me, has this whole thing going. I wouldn't mind replicating that. I like it. I think it looks good. But it looks like they did two different variations on the prop line tool. So we are going to do this and see if we can't get the spacing right. So that's about double what we currently have, it looks like. So about 30 meters. that looks to be roughly the same. One way to find out is go right next to it. Okay, it's not quite 30. Not 31. Not 32. Not 30, 35. 35. Sweet. We'll start on that tree because it won't put a tree there. Come down to here. Get rid of this dude. Go back into that tool. Except I did it wrong. We'll go back into that tool, and then we just want to follow this curve around. As best we can. Just a very gentle curve here. Very gentle. And we're going to go pretty far out with this. This is definitely where the prop line tool is appropriate when you're trying to get like a consistent theme going. There we go. That gets us all the way up to the other highway. So now I want to come back to over here and do the same in some of these areas here. I don't know that's going to put anything there. I'll get one. And then go down here. Get rid of these trees. Loud, loud, loud. What was that? That was this tree. Click right on top of the existing one and then bring that down. Looks like we start curving right about here. So we will do that. I like that it stays connected to the last point I was on. That's very handy. Now I don't have to go back and figure it out. We'll bring that all the way down to this way. Oh, okay, so that has a bit more of a curve than I just put in, so I'll have to manually place a couple. And down, and this goes pretty straight, yeah? Yeah. And that's far enough that direction, so let's go over here where I missed a few and just kind of eyeball these in here. So about there and about there should be good. There, and then I think we're good there. All right, so the other piece in this dividing highway greenery appears to be rhododendrons. Yeah, and those, so there's 4 for every 1 tree. So if that was a spacing of, I forget the number, that was a spacing of 35. There's 4 for every 1 tree, roughly. It'd be what, about 8? 9? Closer? 9's closer. Alright, cool. And we'll come down here to where these end. Somewhere. There we go. Right there. And now we'll do a big, long run of these. Just finish this area off. I do like detailing in Cities Skylines. I used to hate it. Until I saw, like, I don't know, it used to be that, like, detailing meant just downloading thousands of assets and custom placing for hours on end. And I, like, literally, I've seen content creators who just spend, like, 10 hours on, like, 3 blocks. I watched a streamer recently. He was in the middle of a 12-hour stream, and he was doing this one little city area, and somebody in chat asked him, you know, how much he had got accomplished. And he was, like, on his 8th or 9th hour, and he had done, like, 4 blocks. Like, but this dude was doing custom signage for every building. extra props for every building, even going in and editing some of the assets himself to make them look exactly the way he wanted. And a lot of them use what's called procedural objects, which lets you take the existing objects in game, shrink them down, scale them up, all kinds of different things, which is fine, but that's not my cup of tea. I am not that into detailing. But I think you can, there's definitely an argument to be made for at least going through and adding some greenery and making something feel more like a place. Plus, greenery can hide a multitude of sins. So if you've got an area where you weren't really respectful of your topography, well, put a bush there. When in doubt, place a bush. That is like pretty much every game that has any type of landscaping. That's the general rule. When in doubt, push it out. There. That looks pretty lovely, and we've got about 4 in between each one. So, consistency. So now I want to look at our park. I went over too far. Because the park needs a lot of help. Like, a lot of help. This fence ends in a really weird location. Like, it just stops here. And I think we can do better. What I'm going to do is get rid of that bit and that bit. And then we are going to try to use the picker mod and select the fence. It's not... There we go. And what I want to do is bring it right to here. Turn off the road guidelines. I want to go right to that line. Turn off road guidelines. There we go. And then I want to try to sneak this in here. Alright, so it wants to demolish that. So what I'm going to do is turn collisions off for now. Go back in here. Now I should be able to sneak this through. And then I think that makes a little more sense for what we have. Instead of it just arbitrarily ending right there. When am I going to play Oxygen Not Included? That game and I'm so bad at Oxygen Not Included. I like it, but I'm just bad at it. Like, incomprehensibly bad at it. So I think it's okay to have the fence just end. In fact, I don't want it doing what it's doing there. This is too short. Look, I'm trying to move it. Thank you. I think it's fine to have the fence just kind of meet up with the sound wall here. That works for me. Yeah, I don't know that I'm ever going to play Oxygen Not Included ever again. It's not even installed right now on my computer. I'm just bad at it. That's all that it comes down to, is I'm bad at it. There is a couple of games coming out that I'm really looking forward to. It's just 2D Astroneer. I wish that Oxygen Not Included was just 2D Astroneer. That is so a lie. That is such a lie. It is not just 2D Astroneer. Alright, what tree do we want? Oh, here. I don't think oaks are our answer because they're a bit... Oh, I don't know. That gives an awful lot of screening from the highway. Maybe oaks are our answer. let's run them all the way through. We are going to have some places that we have to adjust because it goes, well, through a bridge. But we can adjust those pretty easy. I've learned how to do that. So we will also, before I forget, I need to turn collisions back on. Because I will forget, and then later we'll go to build something and we'll have some weird stuff happening. Like trees growing through roads. Nobody wants that. Okay, so these areas where we can just cause trees to pop through, what you can do is just grab the node and drag it over. And try to straighten that out. There we go. So that takes care of that one. Looks like we've got one over here doing the same thing. I'd like to get rid of that. So that node's way down there. Ooh, this is going to be a trickier one to do. Because I've got trees on both sides. Okay, so since that's happening, what I can do is come in here with node controller and delete that node and then add a node. Wait, hold on. First I want to delete that one. Delete that one and then add one to either side of this bridge. And then on that bridge. And then go back in and put our trees back in. There and there. And then change this path piece to just regular path right there. There we go. That solves that problem. I missed a spot. Right here and here. I bet it's the same thing. That's not the right tree. There and there. I didn't miss it over there though. Huh. We got some weirdness happening over there that we're gonna have to look at. So that's that side fixed. That was easy. Let's fix this side. Again, this one we can just grab this node and drag that down, and then wiggle it around so we get rid of this weird crossing bit. There we go. But here we're probably going to run into the same situation. Nope. Yep, we are. We are going to run into the same situation. Okay. So, we're going to get rid of nodes again. Get rid of that one. And then hello. Then add one in there. Add one in there. Come out of that tool. Come out of that tool. There we go. Put that there, and then upgrade that to not have trees. That's looking better, but we can do more. So what tree do we want alongside our roads? This should have auto greenery, Cities Skylines, Kudzu, and Knotweed Edition, right? I think those horse chestnuts are just about the right size. Is that gonna like smack cars? They should be high enough. Yeah, even the tall stuff's able to get through. However, we once again have this situation with trees coming through the road. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna delete that node. And we're gonna add a node there, add a node there. But because we just put those nodes in, we also need to do some traffic manager stuff. Because they're going to want to switch lanes there now. And they're going to want to do all kinds of weird stuff. So what we need to do... Oh, it's not letting me click those. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just let them switch lanes there if they want to. But what I want to do is upgrade. So I'm going to grab that and then find just the one with just grass. And upgrade just that little tiny segment there to not have trees. And then come back in and put our horse chestnuts back in. And that looks really good. So while we're here, let's do something nice for this city gate area. I think we can make it look really spifftastic. I want the shrubberies. Where are the shrubberies? Oh, I know where they are. They're over here under this stuff. Hedges, I guess is what they're called. So I want to just outline this, and I want to see if I can't use this tool. Okay, that isn't going to work. I have a lot of stuck pedestrians. No, they're not stuck. They're all here admiring this. Those are just visitors to the gate. Yeah, prop line tool's not going to be the best thing, so we're just going to manually do that. What's going on there? They're all there to see that gate. It is a tourist attraction, can't you tell? Is that lined up? What's up, teen? That's lined up pretty well. And then over to there. And then if I hold Alt, it should... Did not, though. Usually if you hold Alt, it will move on a 90 degree, but it didn't, so whatever. I'll just manually line it up. There we go. And we'll bring this all down this way. Got off just a little bit, but oh well. That's a start. Over here, we'll try to line it up a little bit better. Happy to be in the AC, dude. Tell me about it. Like, these past few days, when my mom was in the hospital, I'd go visit her. It's just like sweltering heat outside. And then as you got closer up to the building, every time the doors would open, you would just feel the blast of cold air, like about 15 feet away from the building even. And it was, oh, it was nice. It's like, air conditioning. One there. One there, and then one right here. We got a bit of a gap, so we will turn this back around and just do that. Cool. That alone, just a hedge, did a lot for us, but we are not finished. We're going to come in here and give it a nice ornamental tree to either side. Signature trees, apparently they're called. That looks beautiful. And then we're going to come in here with our rhododendrons and get them as close to this as we can. Again, little details like this, it's just, it creates a sense of place and of destination. And then I want to go back into my park assets, and if I can get away with it, oops, plop down a bench or two. Oh, it's gonna be really tricky, but there's a spot right there. Cool. I'd like to get one here, maybe even around the corner here. Alright, let's get it lined up and then find that little spot right there. Cool. And then I'd like to do the same thing over on this side. There you go. Right there. And I also, if it's going to let me get away with it, like to get just a little light in right there. Because those do light up. So at night, those will be lit up. And I know there's street lights and things like that, but I just think that makes it feel a little bit better. And then back in here, I think we'll just kind of put some screening in. And we'll do that with some eastern cottonwoods to line this. Is there a nice, big, tall, leafy tree that, according to Wikipedia, doesn't mind being planted really close to its neighbor? That looks lovely. And then just to tie it all in to this area, one big oak in the middle. And so we went from just empty corners because we couldn't zone anything because of this guy to a nice, even though it's not a park, a nice park-like atmosphere. Let's see what it looks like at night. To do that, I have to... Oh, it's up here. I have to go here and hit use day-night cycle. Also, let's turn dynamic weather back on. And then I can manually switch it to, whoops, night. Oh, that looks pretty good. I guess I didn't need those lights, though, because the arch has lights. Okay. Those are going to be tricky to delete. No, not really. Okay. Yeah, that's plenty of light there. So if we come back just a little bit and look at it, it's really hazy for some reason, but I like it. I think that looks much better. And then as you're coming down through here, we need to get some screening for the park because it's just exposed to this major busy road. And we don't want that. Hey, Ron. Yep, she is home. She is happy to be home. Her dog is happy that she's home. Oh man, was her dog happy to see her. So I don't want to do anything here along this edge that's super big. Because I want to maintain, there's not a lot of open space in this park. And I want to try to maintain that, these grassy areas. So I'm thinking, well, hi, find it. New special custom tag hidden. Assets tagged as hidden will be hidden from future searches. Neat. New option allows us to hide dependencies. Neat. New search filter, district style. Cool. Okay then. Shrub. I want this big, tall shrub right here. I think that will be enough. I wish I could get the prop line tool to work with this. I'm going to try it again with this one. Yeah, see, it always goes beyond the edge. And it's really hard to find that spot where they need to be. That just about had it. I want it closer to the fence. And if I get any closer, it won't place them because the fence is there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hand do these then. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Don't delete the fence. So we're right up against that fence. Okay, there you are. Yeah, my mom has to get a BiPAP. She has a CPAP, but it's dead. She has to get a BiPAP. She stops breathing in her sleep. And of course, you know, with anesthesia in the hospital and everything, that's what always leads to her complications. Just those brief little seconds where she stops breathing leads to big, big problems. This isn't quite straight. The nice thing with this asset is you can rotate it a bit and it'll be fine. Just join up the ends and it'll look fine. Again, I know this is all fiddly stuff, but I think it's worth it. And we're just going to run that right to that. So now, at least when you're walking through here, you don't just see the road to the fence. The fence is there for the cars to not come barreling through. I'm trying to find a pedestrian that's walking this direction. I want to see what it looks like. There we go. From their point of view. Yeah, I think that looks better. You'll still hear the traffic, but you won't see the traffic. Yeah, that's... why is that gazebo a million miles in the air? What is wrong with you, sir? Can you please be down here with that? Thank you. There we go. The train's like, yeah, okay, I got you, boss. There's a tree right in front of that gazebo too, so let's just scooch it over. I don't mind it being in the shade of a tree, but having its entrance right there in the tree, not the best look. So then, just to kind of spruce up the park a little bit, we're just gonna do just a couple little signature trees here and there, just enough to, again, give it that sense of place. This one's right behind the tree, too. How does this happen? Spin you around, bump you over that way. Cool. And then we'll move this tree as well, right to like that. Cool. What else does this area need? I think one of the things it needs is right now all this stuff looks into these people's backyards. You don't want that. So let's go into our fencing. Do I have just a nice big... This says it's a forestry fence, but I think it might work here. It's not going where I wanted it to. Hello! Venus, welcome back. I go there or there, but if I go there, that's going to demolish the houses. So let's turn off all of these. Oops, let's turn off all of these except angle. See if I can't get this through here without tearing down houses. Alright, so it built that on the back side of that. Also, this looks to be up a little high. Is that up higher? No? So, I guess then we'll do this with trees instead, because I'm not sure I'm going to get a fence in there. Do a nice leafy, dense tree right there, and that screens off that property and half of that one. And then if I'm very careful, I can keep this right on the edge between the two lots. I guess that works. Gives you a nice line of trees. So then I want to do the same thing over here, because right now the trampoline can jump up and see skinny dipping in your pool. Granted, so can these people over here, so let's just give these guys lots of privacy. There we go. And then over here, not a lot I can do about the fact that this path looks right into these people's house. What if they prefer all that non-privacy? Well, at that point, I think the police would get involved. You know? That's just my hunch. So I want to kind of show that this is the end of the park here. And I think the best way to do that would be like one more big oak. Except that's going to hit somebody's windshield, isn't it? No, it's fine. And then we're just going to come around this. Not follow the curve exact, but close. Are those all too close? Are they going to smack cars? No, that's good. I just want these areas by the road where people live really close to it for it to be nice and green behind there. So just going to do some really dense oak groves. I could use the forest brush tool, but I don't want things like that or that. You heading out, Ron? All right, man. Take care. Though I do kind of like this. This doesn't look bad with the different grasses and things. Actually, it looks really good. My water towers are kind of having issues here. You and you go to the height of that one, please. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of like this look with just the grasses every once in a while. So I'm gonna bring a brush up and just kind of spam these out all in this middle area. It wants to try to click to the roads, and that's ever since this most recent update came out where you can change the trees that are on roads. It always wants to try to click a road and place that bush or whatever it is you happen to have. So that was Lantana. That is wild hedge, so we'll come through with some wild hedges. And again, I'm not trying to get any formal arrangement in these, just kind of trying to fill it in. And then it looks like we also have some of the tall grasses. Fill this in a little better, maybe, possibly. So I don't know what to do about this side of the street. Though, and the reason I said that is I thought there was a lot of pollution here, but there's not. Because I put these back here, the pollution doesn't extend. So trees would actually be fine here. I'd kind of like to just hide all of that from the view of people on the highway. I mean, that's not the best look for your city, just smokestacks when people are first driving in. So let's hide it. Let's do a pretty thick oak grove again here. Actually, come in here with my tree brush tool, bring it way down, but put my density way up. That's not the right tree, Brendan. That is a pine tree. It even says right there, pine. New oak. There we go. Now we'll bring that way down. Bring the strength down a little bit. Bring the density way up. That's thick oak grove right there. That is a thick boy. That's gonna catch on fire so quickly. That is going to be a forest fire within 10 minutes. Guaranteed. Look at that. Look how many trees are right there. But I accomplished my goal of hiding the industry, so I guess mission accomplished? I don't know how I feel about it. And then I'm going to bring my density down to auto, bring my strength way down. Do you have a fuse brush for that firebomb? Right. And now we'll leave it on auto density, fill this in. And then here in this big circle, I'm not going to do another water tower because there's pollution nearby. So instead, I'm just going to try to like duplicate one of these rocks. Rotate it around a little bit so it doesn't look exactly the same. And there we go. Rock feature. Beautiful done. Beautiful done. Beautifully done. We've got pollution here, so any trees that I paint there are going to look terrible. Yeah, they look really scraggly. I need to figure out. I may actually have camera cinematic. No, it seems like one of these tools that I have has a thing about disabling pollution effects. Shift U. Okay. Oh, that's this. Okay. Ambient. Yeah. Okay, but this isn't it. It's not the LUT. There's. I know I've seen other. Actually, those don't look too bad. Back here, they look terrible. But actually, up here, they're doing okay. But no, they're definitely brown. They are definitely brown. Maybe it's just something in the game settings. I don't think so. I don't see anything. Misk. No, nothing Misk. Yep, nope, nothing there. So all through here, I just did a bunch of oak trees. And I guess I'm okay with that. I just feel like something better could be done here. But it's mainly serving as screening from the highway. So I don't know that I want to put a lot of attention to it. Maybe what it needs is a bit of diversity, though. Instead of just being a bunch of oak trees. I know I'm continuing to spam oak trees as I say that, but now if I come back through with the Boreal Pine and just put a couple of them in, they don't really stand out. That one's too short. They're all such a similar shade of green. Young Linen's way too short. And they're all just the same hue of green. They don't have enough leafy variation. So we are going to redo this. I don't really care for how it looks right now. I definitely think it could be better. All of that. Now I'm okay with like a thick oak grove here. But I think what I'm going to do is start with a different tree. We could all do with a bit of diversity. I'm going to like do these rather densely, and then we'll come through and fill some of the gaps with the big oaks. Like where there's still sight lines, fill that in. So again, I don't want these in a perfectly straight line. I don't want them all spaced exactly the same. I'm fine with that for like something that's, you know, very clearly meant to be a signature of the highway coming into town. Then that spacing makes sense. That's the type of, like, I don't know, what do you call it? Architectural landscaping? You know, something that's very planned. Whereas this, I want this to look like, you know, they just didn't bulldoze all the trees when they built the highway in the neighborhood. And it just looks a little more organic. Just randomly click some trees down here. And then if I fill in some of this space with some pines, or some oaks, I mean, just these gaps. I think we can achieve our desired result without as many trees and have it look a lot better. I'm already happier with how this looks. And then we're going to do one other piece to this puzzle here after I get done with this. Again, just filling in some of these gaps where there could be sightline to the highway. Not that, you know, the town's trying to pretend there's not a highway that runs down smack down the middle of it, but yeah, that looks better. Especially since it varied the height of all the trees a lot more. I don't know. I just think it looks better. So I could do Latanya for undergrowth, or we could do the tall grass cluster to make it look really unkempt. I think this is what I want, the Latanya or Latana or however you say it. Well, that's way too big. I just don't know that we're going to get that. Yeah, we're not going to really get that much of it because the trees are already there. Alright, I have an idea. I'm just going to make a tall grass brush. There we go. And then we're going to turn off that density. We're going to bring that up to about there. Bring that size way down. Way down. And that should get me some grasses underneath these trees. Not as much as I was hoping. Strength way up. Oh, is it density that I need then? Yep, it's density again, making this area incredibly flammable. But I think much more appealing. And yes, this really is what we're doing tonight. I plan on just detailing the city. And if I get it to a point where I'm happy, then we'll go play the stream city. But I just wanted to get the YouTube city in a better state without doing a month of videos, half an hour each, detailing. Why are your pants wet, Johnny? And again, the name it channel point reward has reappeared. So if there's a street or a building or a campus or even a district that you would like to name, I'll get those channel points out. Thanks for watching, Stream Elements. Wow, those bots. Oh my god, how much better does this look than what we just had? Like, okay, what we had was basically this. Right? That's what we had on this side of the highway. Now we have that. I think that's an improvement. I think that looks more natural in behind these buildings and between the highway, because either the city or the state would have this right of way. Like, the right of way, you know, only extends to your lot size. And so this would be a little unkempt because they don't come through and clear it out all the time. That is so much better. I think it feels more natural. And I think it looks better. I do want to leave this open because, I mean, as it is, these poor people are all driving up against sound walls and having to, like, merge into traffic with a sound wall there, which is dangerous. Like, you don't even see what's coming until you're right there. And these walls are really tall. Let's find a car that's coming around here. Trying to find one that's still up on it, but here we go. We're gonna slow down time. Oops, I meant to pause. Give me this car that's tipping over. There. That gives you an idea of how tall these sound walls are. But it's a highway going through the middle of the city. This happens. I can think of several places that I've driven, but that's exactly what you encounter. Man, I want to go through and redo this now, because I think what we did is just better. So we're going to get rid of all of that. And we're going to play with the forest brush tool, and I'm going to see if I can't figure it out. Come on. Those last few trees are like, no, we're staying. Okay. So we're going to come over here, and we are going to make... Okay, so let's first of all, this is oak, boreal pine, and tall grass clusters. Okay. Come over here where we have nothing. We're going to come into our forest brush. We want to make a new brush that is called... New brush 01, apparently. That works for me. No, it is going to be called, let's just call it Westwood Misk. I like Westwood Misk. So we want tall grass clusters. We want, I think it's called New Oak. No. It's not the oak. It's got some other name. Got so many freaking bushes. Um, there's the boreal pine. What is that oak tree called? Oh, let's find out. It is called live oak. Wait, live oak. And then live oak. So I want about a 50-50 mix of live oak to pines. But overall, I want that to be a little over half of what we're putting down. So let's go 20. I think this is percentage. I don't know what this really is. This slider. Probability. Probability. Okay, so 26 probabilities. And then what was the other one called? It was down here. Boreal Pine. Wasn't it way down here? Not in the alphabet where it belongs, no, I guess not. So it's way back up here. So I want these two trees to have about the same mixture. So that's 52 probabilities. So if we put the grass, whoops, for the remaining 48. Welcome back, Killtastic. I don't know if this is how this works or not. But we're going to see if this gives me my desired result. And oh my god, it does. Look at that. Look at that. That's perfect. Maybe some more tall grass clusters. Let's go a little higher on that. I don't really see much difference. Let's crank this one all the way to 100. They all feel about the same to me. This one might... From here, the trees definitely look denser. Oak and pine don't usually share forest space, though. I know. However, on this map, they do. So... This is what was just naturally here, or well, naturally the map creator made it. So I'm trying to follow the theme. I mean, you don't normally find pine and palm trees that close together either. But you know, I'm trying to make it visually match more than anything. So I think that this was our better mixture right here of them all. I think we have the denser trees. So let's bring that back to 48, 40, 42. 26, 26, 52, 40, 48, yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see a slight difference between this. Okay, cool. So now we should just be able to come in here, make this brush size really teeny tiny, and fill this in and get the desired effect without much effort. That looks pretty good. I just need to come through and add in a couple. It did not put down hardly any pine trees. Maybe just add in a couple, or not pine trees, but oaks. We'll just add in a couple on our own, just closer to the road where it wasn't happy to place them itself. And then I want to get these back in because I accidentally... I want it pretty dense right here around the edge of this park. I think that looks a lot better. For some reason, you stop getting Discord notifications on your computer. Like, it still dings, but you don't see the message pop up on your desktop. I don't have messages pop up on my desktop, so I don't know anything about that. I've never had that. Yeah, we're going to redo this side, too. This is just gross. Now that we know what's possible. There we go. Oops, not that. There we go. I do want to bring my density up here. I don't want auto density. I want to go ahead and go pretty high density here. So I want this to be thick. Really thick. To really shield us from all of that stuff that's back there. But while still maintaining the diversity of stuff that's there. Yeah, I've never had any pop-ups at all on Discord. Like, all I get is like my notification. I don't have display capture on. A notification down there on the Discord. It tells me how many unread messages I have. That's it, and it dings. That's all I've ever gotten. You get actual pop-ups? Whoops. Come on, capture the game. There we go. So cool. I'm feeling good about that. I like the park pretty much as is. What I want to go through and check. Yeah, I want... even though these are high-rises, I want to make sure we've got some screening. Though, honestly... that gazebo is just looking at their parking lot, so that's fine. Back here, this does kind of look into that ground floor. I don't know that I'm able to get anything in there. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, my dude. I don't know what to tell you, what to check, other than maybe check Windows settings. Do just a couple of young lindens right here. I mean, it's not the most screeny, but you already don't have a whole lot of privacy being in downtown like that. Feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it. I like our entrance a lot better. Oh man, I didn't realize I had done that all throughout all these areas. Okay. So it is time. It is time to delete a lot of trees. All these places where I just spammed oaks, I'm gonna get rid of. And make it better. Hey Jude. Yes, all of this is going. Sayonara. And it'll give us some nice consistency to the map as well. I'm not worried that I'm not getting them all. It's fine. Hello, autosave. Thank you. We're getting most of them. I'm turn auto density back on. Even here, I kind of want to blend it. Though I think this was mostly just oak here, isn't it? Yeah, this side is mostly just oak. And then I saw some areas where I had filled in some gaps. Yeah, here. Oh, something burnt down. Oh, just part of our school. A fountain. No, yeah, a fountain. I just find it ironic that fountains burn down in this game. You'd think of all the things that would be rather fire retardant, a fountain would be there right chief amongst them. But nope. Now over here I need to be careful. I need to make sure I don't delete the dark green forestry when I remove these trees. I don't think I will. Oh yeah, I was using this to do that, yeah. I don't think this will delete it. Yeah, good. And the reason it's not changing it is because I've got lock forestry on. I'm okay with some of this being really dense forest. Because, I mean, it is a forestry area. But not right up against the road. Like I have it right now. So we're going to scale it back. Same with back here, even though this is all polluted and dead. And here, all of this. It just looks weird. It just looks so artificial. In fact, since we know this isn't removing our forestry, I'm gonna get all of this. Let's bring that size way up. and just redo this. I love that we now have forestry without trees. The power of mods. Power of mods compels you. The power of mods compels you. That's how that movie went, right? Sure. All right, cool. Then we are going to just leave that on and fill it all back in. I think I'm going to still get the desired effect. As long as I give it a few passes. Well, all these little gaps filled in. So I'm making the game hiccup. We'll just kind of fill this in over here for now until we develop this area. And along the tracks back here. There's so much pollution that these trees and bushes and things all look really scraggly. Like just bad scraggly. And in behind here. It's all the way over. We're dealing with pollution again. Cool, that's fine there for now. Now I'm going to bring the density all the way up manually. And bring my size way down. And we're going to try to get some stuff here, though I doubt it's going to do much. Right alongside these properties, it's really tricky to get trees to go in. So there's like one little pixel there that you can actually do something with. On the back side, it's not so bad because there's actually a whole tile open there. But right here along the edge, it's pretty tough to do. So I just want to make this a little bit more dense right along the edge of the actual industry. Even though it does get up close to the highway, I still want it thicker. Let's fill in all of that right there with the nice thicker stuff. And then we'll see what it looks like once we come out of this tool. It is not going to let me put that in there, is it? Ooh. Maybe. Will this do what I want it to do? Okay, cool. I just got to go back and forth a few times, but you can see it changing the plant because of the probability that we put in. Nice. So if we just go back and forth across it a few times, we should get the desired effect. This is kind of satisfying. Just watching it randomly select a tree. Well, it's not random at all. I told it how many what to put there, but it looks random. Fantastic, get rid of the hydrate right after I take and drink Dr. Pepper. It's fine, I have water. Ooh, it's so cold. Just like Kiltastic's heart. I mean, what? Gotta balance it out, Dr. Pepper water, right? This is looking pretty good, my friends. Granted, right now everything's just green or white, so, you know, we'll have to look at it once we come out. Actually, we can come out of this view. We don't need it anymore. I like it. I just wish I could change the tree that grew. Ooh, actually, now that I say that, I think I can. I think our friend Bob will make that possible. Who's Bob? Bob's a mod. I don't know. I don't know if Bob works this way or not. So I want to go here. No props found. Really? You don't see that there's a bajillion trees in there, Bob? Ah, here we go. Plantation Beach. So, if I change this... I want to look at just trees. I changed that to... What was it called? Live Oak? Yeah, Live Oak. As opposed to all those dead oaks that you can... It was not... No, it wasn't Live Oak. What was it called? I knew I still had a juniper tree. No, it's the large juniper tree. Yes, I have already forgotten what this oak tree is called. I thought it was... Oh, there, yeah, it's live oak, but it's because of that. So if I change that, can I... Which one did I click on? I don't know which one I clicked on. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Can't really tell. And then change this one. See, it's not changing it. It didn't keep my... I can't click the apply because it's not saving anything. We need to... Aha! Ha 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 ha. Okay, there we go. There! That's what we want, right there. We just wanted the other one. Okay. If I change these to oak trees... So it did those, so let's apply that. And then find out where else they are. Change that to live oak. Click OK. And that one already changed, that one already changed, and no trees found. And now, they're all oak trees. Oh, it's so much better. It still thinks they're beech trees, but that's so much better. And it's fine that they're super dense here. That's forestry industry. It's going to be super dense. My god, this looks so much better. Whoops, game's jumping around on me. Yeah, this looks so much better. Cemetery's full. I'm very pleased with how this is turning out. So we can go through now and fill in some of these other areas. We need to do some detailing on these parks. And we may employ Bob for that too, now that I see how easy it is to work with Bob. All these times I thought Bob was just, you know, a difficult guy to work with, but no. Bring that auto density back on and just fill in this area. All it took was taking a minute to figure out how to use the forestry brush. But it seems like it's really favoring the smaller stuff. There, I'm getting oaks. Okay. Ideally, I would just leave this for people's backyards, but oh well, screw them. They don't get big backyards. Mayor says of citizens, well, screw them. I mean, it's not like they elected me. I appointed myself their mayor. Just these little areas here, a little area there. Put it right here. Right here. Yeah, it's not wanting to put anything right there. Cool. Oh my god, look at the traffic. Okay, ignore it. Ignore it, Brendan. Ignore it. So I'm going to get rid of this, and we're going to come over here to the campus now and do some work on the campus. I've intentionally not touched the roads yet to replace those trees. We'll do that probably last. So our campus, well, we have some issues. The tree that is just part of it is just that ugly alder tree, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's an ugly tree. I don't know. It's just never done anything for me. But if I want to change this, I'm going to have to change every single asset here. And I don't know what tree I want to replace it. So let's look at our options. I want something about the same size. So the horse chestnut might be a good replacement. It's roughly, I mean, it's not as tall. The oak can just get a bit too dense. I think that would take away. The young linden, a little too small. It might look fine on the pathways. But I think, you know, for a park tree, not so much. So the young linden looks great as a pathway tree. That looks fine. Alright, so Bob. Whoops. Let's click the mod. There we go. Go alder and change that to horse chestnut. Apply. And then close it, and oh my god, that's so much better. That's so much better. And now, throughout the whole campus, if I change that on all of these, I'll be able to have trees that look like they belong together. I just think that these new trees look so much better than the vanilla asset trees. Like, whoever made these, I don't know the content creator's name off the top of my head. But whoever did them, my god, they're so much better. Do some nice purpley trees up here. Back here. That's their name, Purpley Tree, because I didn't bother to look at what their name actually is. It's the Blooming Jakarta. And then maybe right along the edge here. Right along the edge, we are going to use our prop line tool, bring the spacing way down. That's not what I clicked. Okay, maybe up a little bit from that. Down. Perfect. And then right behind this dirt line here, I'm gonna come in with these and just kind of formalize our walkways a little bit better. I know the young linden does good, but I think this can do better. Tough to see my angle there, but we'll get it. Yeah, that'll work. And I could even bring it out front here and just kind of formalize that whole area as like a little garden. Yes, I like it. I like it. I mean, that's just a wild hedge instead of a trimmed hedge, but as we've discovered, the trim hedges are very difficult to work with. So I'm okay with that. I think that looks fine. I think it looks beautiful. So we could do that, like, back in here, possibly. I'm not sure. Yeah, that prop is right there, though. And I'm not sure where the line is between them. Oh, that's right up against the road on that side. Okay. So we would have to start it, like, here. Bring it to there, and then we might be able to get some in here. No. So we're not going to be able to get any there, so we'll just come all the way down to here. We won't be able to do these sides unless I want to manually place them all. And I don't, in case you were wondering. I do not want to manually place them all. So we'll do that side, and then we'll come over here and do the same thing. I like that this prop line tool is smart enough to see that there's a path or another thing there and just not bother trying to place anything. It's kind of nice. And then this is connected here, I believe. So we should be able to get this on 3 sides. No? Really? Nope. It's giving a little caution. I can't put something here. Oh, there's a tiny, tiny gap there. Okay. Alright, so we won't do anything there. But already this is looking a lot better. I think instead of having these facing off of the road, they should face off of here. But I'm going to have to turn collisions off on all of these. Just so they don't destroy all the paths. I think it'd be better just to have these centered up along here. As best I can, anyway. Because right now they're all oriented towards the road. It's really hard to see where the edge of this thing is. I could move that a little bit more. That works. Though I do kind of like having it right there on... I like having the brickwork come right up to the walkway and sidewalk. That needs to go over a little bit more. A little bit more yet. And then that way a little bit. Yeah, that works. And then over here, this is kind of its own little place. So it makes sense that it only touches right there. So then for this one, I just need to move it back some because it's overlapping the sidewalk. Oh, went too far. There we go. And then we can come in and do some nice trees through here. And get, I'm just gonna go with these guys. Oh, I turned collisions off and then turn them back on. There we go. Was I really able to place a tree there? I was. I can't do it there. We'll do something different there and something different here. Maybe this is a good place for a couple more horse chestnuts. Though, let's go back to Bob real quick. Because if I change one of these, I believe it changes them all. I don't want to change the little tiny bush. I'm okay with the little tiny bush. It's the other trees I want to change. Oh, that's a bush as well, not a tree? Okay, I guess we'll leave that one alone. Come over here to this. I didn't realize that was a bush. And then we've got the alder. We already know we're replacing alders with horse chestnuts. Fly. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. That looks better. So we're leaving that one. And then everywhere that we have that fountain, it should have already replaced it. Yeah. Or not fountain, but statue. So we need to find the other statue. Somewhere. There it is. And use Bob on that. Place the alder with horse chestnut. Hit apply. Done. Do the same thing here. For some reason I keep coming out of the tool. Alder. Horse chestnut. Apply. Done. Do you have trees built in? You do. It looks so much better. Except it missed a couple. What? I only saw one reference of it. Okay, so... Aha! There is more than one reference to it. So, get that one, and then this one. There we go. That's better. So, yes, I do what? I don't even remember what I said that you're responding to. So alder becomes horse chestnut. What's the difference between a regular chestnut and a horse chestnut? Are they the same tree? It was like 5 minutes ago? Wow, I need to do a better job paying attention to chat. And you don't have any trees. You do, though. Yeah, I don't remember either. Clearly. So... horse chestnut. I'm getting so into my trees here that I'm forgetting to read chat. We have so many traffic problems. God, already this campus looks 100 times better, and I'm not even close to done. Not at all. I want to come over here to the other side of the campus, though, and it looks like... oh, that's that same place, so that's why it changed to that one. So we just need to do the graduation building. Edible chestnuts belong to the genus that and are enclosed in sharp skin of the toxic one. Horse chestnuts have a fleshy bumpy husk. Toxic. Okay, so that's the difference. They're toxic. So good. I wish that this, because look over here, it's the same situation. It uses this instead of the campus path. Though, can that be changed? I don't know what tiles is. Oh, I see what tiles is. It's the bit in the middle. Okay. I was kind of hoping that I could change the path that it was using when using Bob, but I love that these props have people generators. Yeah, I don't see... bench, streetlight, tables. Yeah, I don't see anything that talks about that path. It's all just the individual tiles. Oh well. I just wish I could make the path match better, because it's fine there. It works because it's surrounded. But over here, I would like to be able to use the path, a path with trees. So instead, we're just going to have to replicate it. And since this is campus area, we're going to stick with young lindens all around. The whole thing. The surrounding neighborhood may get something different. Don't know yet. But all around the campus gets young lindens. And then young lindens on the paths we do have. Oh, it's just the bots talking now. Here, I'm trying to do a better job keeping up with chat. It's just bots. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So now I want to come in and make this path mimic that other path. But man, this asset's so big. This is going to be a little trickier. No, I guess not. I wish I could get something there. But it goes all the way to there. Sounds like there's a toga party going on. And yes, there are toga parties in these campuses. You don't usually see them, you just hear them. And there. Cool. And then I'd kind of like the entrances to kind of have Just a dash of color. Just a touch here and there. I don't know, just being stupid college students. And then just to kind of tie everything together, we'll just do a few of these randomly. There's already oaks here. For the most part, we might need one or two more of those. Like one right over here and there. See, I wish I could fill in that spot, but I can't. And then back here, for our graduation area, again, I think I'm good with just kind of randomly plopping down a few oaks and pines and being done with it. There it is. Brr. Assets are so big. Yes. That area looks so much better now. Now I just want to kind of come through and figure out something for like here. And probably, I mean, we've got, there's an argument to be made for just leaving some open green space. So maybe we'll do that out there, but we'll decorate around this and around the statue. What I want to do is center this a little bit better in this space. That's why I turned on the grid, just to give me that visual. That's about even. So I think for just a border, we're going to come in back to the prop line tool to our rhododendrons, because they actually can make a nice hedge. Right about there. And then over. And then over. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the rest of the campus yet. I just wanted to come over and check all the props on these while I was here. Yeah, we need to replace these with horse chestnuts too, just to tie the campus together. A little lag. Why is there pollution there? Oh, there's not. It was just being... It was the dust that springs up when you do that. Oh my god, that looks so much better. Alright, so we need our friend Bob. We also... I need to get rid of this zoning. There we go. And I want to turn the grid back off. Because sometimes it will pop back up. And then... Come in here, Bob. And... Tree 2 variant. Yeah, that's a great name for a tree. Tree 2 variant. I want to look at just trees. There we go. That makes that easier. It's higher up. It is higher up. And wha-bam. Kerpow. Ooh, no, that does not work there. We have found a place the horse chestnuts do not work. So instead, we are going to try young lindens. There it is. Yeah, that works. That works nicely. Yeah, there's a toga party. I just heard somebody shout toga. And then I guess since we're doing all this, we'll do the museum as well. Alder. And this one should be okay as horse chestnuts. Yeah, that looks fine. Looks lovely. Where is this toga party happening? There's like no... Apparently it's happening right here at this fountain. I guess the fountain has a secret underground area, but this is where the sound is centered. Is right on that fountain. Look how much better this looks than it was just 5 minutes ago. Detailing, man. It's in the details. All right, back over here where we've got some big open spaces that we need to do something about. And this is where I struggle, because I'm not really sure what to do here. I mean, it's on a campus, so a lot of it would be very formal landscaping. First things first, get our trees all the same. My God, the traffic in this town. It's a disaster. Oh, I didn't use tree sequence there. Okay. Oh yeah, I intentionally. This isn't like the big prestigious university. It doesn't have the nicer streets around it. Yeah, not really sure what to do in these big open areas. Because we've got this here, a little bit here. We've got that, and I'd like to do something there, and then all along this, and then I guess right there and right there. These smaller spots, not a big deal. Just plop a big tree in and call it a day. They're not as difficult to figure out. Like, that's fine. But then back here, see, we've already got like a row of trees from over to the parking lot. I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. It's all just covering. Excuse me. Garden bush blue, garden bush purple, garden bush red. What do they look like? Oh, they're teeny tiny. Okay, then that's what they look like. What do they look like if I spam them with the prop line tool? Not what I chose. That's not bad. Because it lines them up. But what do they look like from a distance? That's going to be the big question. So let's do a row of them. They don't look like anything, really. I mean, you don't want to obstruct the view to the campus that much because part of a campus is the architecture. Not that these are all that architecturally interesting. I mean, parts of them are, but those parts don't face the right way, so. Yeah, see, that the front of that's way more interesting than the back of this. Also, this is really cool. If you use Anarchy, this is the perfect width to bring a road up. I saw City Planner Blaze run a road up in between there, and it looked really, really cool. I'm stumped, friends, as to what I want to do here. Why do these look so small? have some of the bigger ones, please? Thank you. And we'll just finish it off with a couple of these in between the fountains. There you go, just a bit of green in your city oasis. Or a green oasis in your city. Man, this traffic, what is the deal? You're just all fighting over lanes back here. You're all wanting to go straight on. Everybody's going straight. Very few are turning. Alright. Fine. You want to go straight on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. We will give you this road to do that with. Just give you a few extra lanes. How's that? Does that help you at all? Then I need to come in with Traffic Manager and make the right lane be straight on it, right? And that'll give them 2 lanes they can go straight through. Down here, I want it to turn right. I want that to be dedicated and only one straight through. That is not helping them at all. They're all just still clinging to that same lane. Alright then. You've left me no other option but to tell you where to go. Here, though, I can't really force them into a specific lane because I don't have a node they can change. So I've got to let them choose all 3. But here, they've got a node where they can change lanes. So it's not that big of a deal. But same thing like here. Actually, no, undo that. What we'll do is say if you're going to turn right up there, use that lane. If you're going to go to the other 2, use that one. Give you your dedicated left, right, and there. This one can go there or there. Mostly a dedicated left. This one there, there. This one there and there. How do they feel about that? Yeah, see, just helping them have lane discipline is all you need. You don't want to do that on every intersection because then you take away their ability to choose where they're going to go and they wind up looping around and doing stupid shit. But you can do some limited implementations of it. It's usually fine. I think this nonsense will clear up once we get these guys out of here. And it should just flow after that. Yeah, that's already looking a lot better. We get occasional little things where people are in each other's way, but they just needed some lane discipline. And see there, they can merge there. They can get in that other lane if they're wanting to go on. They don't have to do it all back there. And then see those guys, they wanted to turn right. And they're turning right. Cool, that fixed that. That was a nice distraction and all, but I still don't know what to do here. I really don't. I could echo this hedge thing and just make them like planters almost. Like little gardens unto themselves. That's an idea. Whoops. And also didn't have the right thing set. There we go. Just kind of like formalize these as gardens. I want some cheese. It's a weird angle right there. Why is that doing that? Ah, because that node is way up there, that's why. And then maybe do some of these more colorful trees in here. Like, we'll go in the corners. And maybe one in the center. And here we'll do like 3 in the center, so it's so much bigger. But it still feels really empty. Maybe we can then come in with like just a couple chestnuts to fill it in. I mean, it looks better, but it still doesn't look great. But at least it's a more defined space now. Those trees are a little far back. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate that. There you go. That's more in line with what's there. Let's finish this side off and see how I feel about it when it's all done. All done. There, there, to there. That one's not quite straight, but that's okay. We'll just say the landscape architect had a little bit too much to drink that day. I think we can get away with 3 here again. I feel like that area needs something more. There's just something about it that's not clicking for me. I'm gonna leave it for now. What are you? You're the groundskeeping building. Let's hide you because you're an ugly building. I'm gonna give the groundskeeper lots of shade, lots of privacy to do whatever it is groundskeepers do. Okay. Some shrubs? Where though? Like instead of these hedges or in addition to? I mean, there's these, but it's not the prettiest thing in the world. There's these little planter boxes, but again, they don't, I don't know. Something short in and around the trees? Like, something like that. I don't know that I want it on all the trees. And I think the ones in the corner look nice, just kind of standing out on their own. Actually, I'm going to change it up here. Do something a little different. Yeah, I was about to use the tall grass around this tree. Just kind of plop these in around this one. Nice thing is it's a good size asset, so it only takes a couple. Oops, I forgot one of those. I like the color underneath the green trees. I think it kind of brings it to life a little bit. It's better. I don't know if maybe those tall grasses are a little too tall, though. Can I have a not so quite tall grass? I don't know, it's better than it was. These two lindens just chilling. Wait a minute. Why? Oh, it's a different intersection now. Like, why is it all backed up again? Different intersection. Also... Well, that's not right at all. You've got the wrong dedicated lane there, my dude. There you go. It is left that's dedicated, straight on and right. That way, the people going straight don't have to wait for the people who are waiting to turn left. For a town of only 61,000, man, this town has so much freaking traffic. Like, it's not good. We got lots of spots that are red. It's better than it was. It had gotten down to about 50%. But we just get these areas. Well, this is because the industry trucks are being stupid. He pulled in there and then pulled back out, I believe. Yeah. Do we have a yield sign here or something? We don't even need that. I don't need any of these. Where did these come from? I don't remember putting these in. Not down here. Somewhere along the way, I must have accidentally hit Priority Road. Yeah, these are not totally unnecessary. There's not enough traffic to warrant that. Alright, autosave. Get over yourself. Or not. There you go. Yeah, see, I took care of that, just getting rid of those yield signs. Do we have one there? No. Probably need it, though. Anywhere else down through here? No, it's all good. This intersection just comes and goes. Like, it's as good as it's going to get without a traffic light. And then with a traffic light, it actually gets worse. Originally, it was connected here. And all these people turning left were backing up into the intersection. So I made this a bridge. I don't like that they're using this as a cut-through. I wish they'd come down here and get on the road and use the big roads. We could try to encourage that behavior somewhat with speed limits, but I think I've already got... That's 50, 50... 40 down on there, so I could slow them down on these roads. Let's just change this default to 30. And make this a little less desirable as a cut-through. And then up in here, they can still go 40. So they come out going 40, and then... Wow, that's 70. Holy crap. Yeah, hopefully they'll see this as more appealing, though that now looks like it's making even more problems. Oof. Yep, we definitely made it more appealing. And by doing so, made the traffic worse. Not a traffic fixing time, Brandon. Not traffic fixing time. Tree planting time. Where did my grasses go? Oh, I guess I missed that one. It's just that one. Alright, so I want to get rid of those there, and I can't right click to do it, so I'm gonna have to very carefully. Well, I got rid of the tree. That's what I was afraid of. Alright, fine. Oh, wait, no, that's the tree I wanted them under. Damn it. Oh, well. We do. Do over. I think I do want to go ahead and do these here. Just do two. Yeah. Yeah. Some dresses for you. Ooh, you know what might look better? It's this stuff. Oh, that looks better. We're not gonna redo all of them, but that looks better. Just ivy, basically. That looks a lot better. We are definitely increasing the flammability of the city, though. With each and every bush and tree we put down, we are just asking for big fires. Because these things spread so quick. I love that you never ever hear anybody say, like, any clear words in the game. They're just kind of in the background mumbling. Like the noise coming off of that building right now is just people mumbling. Just general background noise. My favorite game as far as having people in it talk to sound realistic is Planet Coaster. Because unlike The Sims, where they just made a bunch of words that kind of sound like words, Planet Coaster actually has a language. Like, hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Planet Coaster has an actual freaking language. So if you listen to what people are saying, you can come in and figure out what it is they're talking about. So if you hear somebody say Vadatoland, there we go. Got there in the end. Advertise. Repet again. A lot of them sound like the words that they are, but not all of them. Zamal, amazing. Whole freaking language that they came up with. And this is like on planetcoaster.com. They had a guy, one of their game designers, spent months coming up with it. And then most of the voices that you hear in the game are just various staff members. I just think it's so cool that there's a language in the game. It's not a big language, but it's there. And it's just cool. So you could hear somebody complaining about a broken down roller coaster, Consiva. It's just so freaking awesome. Alright, come on, figure it out. There you go. Okay, so we've got this space here, which I think just a row of trees right there will be fine. Some nice tall trees. There's not a whole lot interesting happening on that side of the building. On the back, maybe some shorter trees. Since we don't have trees on the roads, we could probably do the lindens back here. And that'll be fine. Just kind of like right in the middle. And then divide it in half, and then divide the space in half again. Until you've got the density you want. Yeah, like that's plenty right there. But then this side, I think, needs a bit more of a substantial tree. And even though this tree doesn't appear on the map, I think this is the one to do it with. It's taller, but it's not super tall. My God, look at all those pedestrians. I love to see that. Why do we have all this traffic if people are walking everywhere? And then down here, again, I think if we just come along the side here... Now that is really a good-looking edge of that building. But we'd want to hide the parking lot, so let's do that. Let's grab some oaks and just kind of fill in back in behind the parking lot. Plus that'll give some shade to the parking lot. And then we'll sprinkle in just a couple of pines. There. And then up here, let's use the linden. Because I just think that this side of the building looks good enough that you wouldn't want to obscure it with a bunch of tall trees. That might not be the prettiest bit of it, but the side of it has, you know, enough that you would want to look at. Like, he's a little too close. Here, this guy probably has a good view of it. Yeah, see, I think that side of the building you would definitely want left open and viewable, except for the parking, but whatever. We could deal with parking, though. What we could do is grab our friend, the wild hedge. Actually, no, we're going to do this one. Rhododendron. And just make a line of these. Oh, come on, do the one I asked, please. There we go. And just do a line of these all the way back to there. That kind of masks. I mean, because those are as tall as a car. That kind of masks the parking lot now. I want to go back to that same dude. Who was that? That was you. Tagram! There. Yes, that's what it needed. Just to kind of hide that a little bit. Oh, you know, pause now. Now we can go back to normal speed as well. No reason to be running full speed. And then for the campus, we've just got this area here. I don't want to do the same thing I did over there. Two separate buildings would have had probably two separate landscapers. Jesus Christ, that traffic. Don't look at it, Brandon. Don't look at it. So, garden clusters. What do you look like? You're kind of cool. Ooh, I have... I don't know where they are. I have planter boxes. Some that are really short. But... oh my god, there's so much crap here. We've got like these terraced planter boxes. They even have lights apparently. But the grass is too tall and leads through, okay. Plus it would take hundreds of those to fill that up. I really thought I had a really big one. Is it part of this? I don't know. Unless they're called something other than planter box. I really don't know. So what to do here? Let's just look at all this stuff we have. Regular bush. A leafy street tree. Yeah, it's definitely a street tree. A leafy garden. Yeah. A little bush. Oh, you're not lying. That is a little bush. That's a tiny bush. Oh, yes, yes, it is. It's a teeny tiny. A regular bush. Yep, very regular bush. I wish I had the really tall junipers. I don't know what happened to them. I used to have really tall junipers. These trees just look so weird. This flower tree, they just look bizarre. I don't like them. Can I click the bulldozer tool? Thank you. Same with that one. They just all look so strange. Large bush. Nah. Let's look at our mediums. Oh, now you're back. Now the junipers are back. Okay. Where were you last week when I wanted you? Okay, this is kind of what I want to do over here. I want a wall of junipers, but not super close together. Junipers. Even that's a little too close. Yeah, that's about what I'm wanting. That's one hell of a thunderstorm. I wonder how much this city has caught on fire. So just a few junipers along that edge, just to define that edge. We've got the lindens on that side. And then I think if I can find just a nice... What does this small oak look like? No, it's just not substantial enough. What about in our big trees? There's the beech tree, but I don't know. The yew tree is unique, but it doesn't appear on this map anywhere. So maybe that's a good argument for it, is that it's unique. And it could be kind of like the signature piece of those. And then maybe in the corners we could do just a couple oaks. Something like this. We won't be hiding a lot of the building, but we will be filling this area in. And still leaving some green space that people can come study. Oh dear God, I wondered what was on fire. All I had to do was turn the camera around. Yeah, see all that landscaping we put in? That's what's currently burning. What else is burned down? Anything? No, surprisingly not. We have a fire over here, but it's not out of control like campus. Oh my God. Look at this row of these hedges, just a wall of fire. People are just walking right by it. What is this? What does this even look like from their view? Yeah, just a wall of fire. You know, no big deal. Just gonna cook my internal organs a little bit while I walk to school. Wow. How has none of this collapsed yet? I really don't know, because like all the statues are on fire. The main building is just ablaze. There's the fire department. Oh, put out the fountain. Don't worry about the main administration building. The fountain is what we need to put out first.
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami
Whoa!
in the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts. A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Well, Say bye to the city. That's a pretty significant wave. Do we not have tsunami detectors? We don't. We don't have a single tsunami detector out there. Well, you know, for the next one. I don't really know what spacing you should have on these things, so I just spam them. Oh my god. I don't even want to go look at the destruction. And it's too late to activate the shelters. Not enough people would even bother getting in there. If one happens from that side, it won't even reach the city. I doubt one will come from this way, but there we go. Oh my god. The whole city is good because it's just flat. So that wave is just going to sweep across. That's a big wave. Look at that. Look at that guy just walking the way for that lady. She is unemployed and confused. Just like, am I Jesus? I'm walking on water, it would seem like. Well, they all are. Look at them. Look at them go. These are all pointing about it. Confused, confused, confused. They're all confused. This poor uneducated child. Confused. It's like, why am I being swept away? And why is Dad's Jeep underwater? And why is that car flying? Harry Potter? Oh my god. Look at the devastation. We've already lost 14,000 people. No, I'm not intentionally breaking things. The tsunami hit. While I was busy over here watching the campus burn down, we got the notice of a tsunami. And it is destroying the whole town. These buildings did okay, though they're flooded.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution.
Yes,
and
it
avoid
has.
roads and
Oh
water
god,
fronts
it's
until the water
still
recedes.
going. Please don't wreck the whole campus. Please don't wreck the whole campus. Please don't wreck the whole campus. Yeah, good job. Put out the, I think the fire's not going to be a problem here in just a second, considering it just got overtaken by a tsunami wave. Yeah. Fire's out. And now we're going to have a death wave because we were at almost 65,000 people. We're down to 37, 38,000. This whole neighborhood is just gone. Good thing we have the disaster building so we can just rebuild. But it's going to take them forever to get out here to get all this stuff. Like, if I come in here and look at wreckage, this side did all right. I mean, they were flooded, so they moved out eventually. But this side was just ransacked. Well, at least the tsunami wave isn't that powerful anymore, so it shouldn't take out any more buildings. Oh, welcome back, Killtastic. We're having a tsunami. And then a lot of this water should be able to evaporate, because again, it's all flat. The whole town's just flat. So it should just evaporate. Oh my god. Yeah, it's evaporating. I like watching the little flooded icons just kind of pop in and out. So these buildings here though I don't know why it's like right here. This was just a regular building. They've searched it.
A tsunami
It's
has
ready for
struck the
automatic
city.
building. That will
Take
automatically
caution and
rebuild.
avoid
This
roads
currently
and
won't.
waterfronts
Well,
until the
except
water recedes.
Auto Bulldoze took care of that. Because I do have the Auto Bulldoze mod. I wouldn't touch shark cards with those discount sites. Basketball court. I still think, remember way back when I had like nearly $30 million removed from my GTA? I think, and I don't think the person who bought me those shark cards um, was intentionally using, like, ooh, I'm going to use an illegal site. But I think they probably bought them from like one of those CD key things. And if there ever is a chargeback done, like, they let me keep the regular money, but I think that the money that Rockstar removed was all the bonuses that they had going. Because every time that he got me a shark card, it was when there was some sort of bonus going on. This poor neighborhood, it's just gone. It's just devastated. So I don't know. I would be cautious of that. Replace these with first chestnuts, my new favorite tree. I want to look and see what it looks like. Oh, not very many of them, honestly. All right. And tree 3 variant. Again, great name. Horse chestnuts. Oh, looks so much better. God, that just looks better. Look, the tsunami's over. Why are we still saying there's a tsunami? This up here still says there's a tsunami. Is there water on the ground still somewhere? Oh yeah, right here. So once that recedes, we'll be good to go. Oof. And we lost so much population. And now there's no demand in the city because of all these destroyed properties. Oh no, our arch even collapsed. That's like the first thing we did today was make that arch area look better. Now it looks like our city park is rebuilt. And I don't see... Oh, there's a trade school fountain right there. I don't see any other wreckage. Oh, wait. Oh, I take that back. A basketball court. Newegg's the worst on those notifications, man. So let's go into our wreckage view. Yeah, I don't see anything else red. All of our bus lines fixed themselves now that the roads aren't flooded. Just be sure that I got all of the metro here. Good. Let's run it. It's also very loud. Yeah, and that was just one hell of a devastating tsunami. And in just a few weeks, you'll hear about it on YouTube. Just as I finished freaking... Whoa, what happened there? That's quite the path. One, you can see into the upside down. Oh, I did it there too. What the hell? Come back down to ground, please. Did it do that anywhere else? I've got paths in. What did I see? See, now it's tough to tell where I need to do landscaping and where I don't. Oh, did it wash away my trees? Or have I just not done this side yet? No, there were buildings there. Okay. Look, where's their tsunami wave? It's still warning me that there's a tsunami. But did it carry out over here? Maybe this is a little elevated? But I don't see a tsunami wave anywhere. Oh, I bet it's this. I bet you anything it's this right here. Okay. Easy fix for this. Couple water pumps. Couple windmills. And then just quickly and temporarily connect these up to the city. And they'll pump all that right out. Speed that up and see if emptying this gets rid of our tsunami warning. It's a little basin right there holding onto the water. Now, you can see the water physics in action. You can see it being sucked towards that pump. I also like when an area has been underwater for a long time. It discovers it. Okay, physics. This game has some amazing water physics, man. It really, really does. You can make waterfalls and everything. They look pretty damn good. Yeah, you're not operating anymore, so let's move you to right there. Connect you. You have power? Nope. No, you do. I don't know how much you need, but that's how much you've got. Just fill this in, so this is all one big connected area. I don't think you are pumping anymore. You have power? You do not. Here, have another windmill. Almost all gone, so we'll know here in a second if this is the cause of our tsunami lasting. That little bit, please. Please and thank you. Oh, come on. It's just like circling. Go away. How's it not evaporated yet? It's so little water. Oh, almost gone. Okay. No, it's still just barely there. I just see it poking its little head up now and then. So no, this wasn't what was causing the tsunami warning then. But she's convinced we still have the tsunami going here. Hold on, there's a better way to do this. Use move it. We'll use marquee. We'll use picker. So it's picking just that. And then delete. And then we use picker again for the wind turbine, please. Hello, picker. Okay, do I have to come out of it or something? Why you no work? Hello? Why are you not? Fine, just do buildings then. I think those qualify as buildings. Why are you not working? The fuck? Oh, now you're fine. Okay, fine. You like that. There we go. Cool. And then we'll get rid of these water pipes. We'll eventually need water pipes out this way, but I'd rather not pay for their upkeep right now. So where in the world is there still water standing that is causing her... that's just gonna have... Wow, it was filling in all of that at one point. That's just gonna have to evaporate. I'm not gonna chase pumps all over the place. Man, the city is just not bouncing back. What's funny is the video I posted just today, we had just reached the Colossal City mark in it, and we were almost to Metropolis. Like, we were like right there on Metropolis. We are growing quite a bit, 300 to 400 every week. It's just there's a lot of property now available. Okay, well, the other big thing I wanted to do is back here. One, I don't know. I don't like this area at all. Go to bed, Kiltastic. I'm fine with the bridges being unrealistic. You would never have all these bridges go over rail lines like this so close together. You would... This, though, I'm not so sure is all that unrealistic. I know of a place in Springfield, Missouri that's like that. That has just a massive, huge bridge that goes over a rail yard. So, I don't know. I'm kind of torn about it. I definitely don't like this all being a bridge right here. I want to use this land back here, but I don't know how else to connect all of this. With the only other option would be to sink the railroad and just have flat roads, ground level roads. All right, enjoy your shower. Don't forget to send pictures. But I just don't like this because eventually I want this to come out over here to get back down on the ground. And I want to develop this, but I have no clue how I'm going to get a road out here other than to bring this one down. And then what? They're going to have only one connection into this whole area? I mean, we're blocked all the way to here. I could probably get a bridge across here. If I got rid of, like, this, I could bring a bridge up and over here. And, like, the same there. But this is all industry. This isn't the area I'm worried about connecting. It's the residential that I'm worried about getting connected. And I'm just not sure what the solution to this is. But I don't like it. But what I like even less is just this big empty space in between. I'm also not too keen on how close some of these buildings are to the tracks. So we're just going to trim these off a little bit. Just to get them to where they're not as close to the railroad. And that'll also leave me some space to do some landscaping back here. I'm just going to get rid of that whole corner. I think I want these even smaller. Get rid of a big chunk of those. Big chunk of that. Big chunk of that. All of this. That's just going to go. And then down through here, this is fine. This corridor has enough spacing to either side. I'm not a big fan of it. It's just this whole area. And I'd like there to be more pedestrian connectivity, but there's really nowhere to get bridges across. I could do pedestrian tunnels, but let's face it, you ever been in a pedestrian tunnel? They're creepy as fuck. They really, really are. Let's go back to our tree brush and see if this is the solution for this area. It might be. Just something so there's not just this big ugly scar of a railroad going down the middle. I do like these pedestrian bridges, though, and they're actually quite heavily trafficked, though, with our city being now 20,000 people. Not at the moment, but usually there's a lot of people in there. Just keep running over this, because every time I do it places another tree or two. I think this is all zoned, actually. It is. It just hasn't grown back because there's no demand right now because of the tsunami. Yay. Oddly, it's not really giving us a whole lot of oaks. What I'll do is come back through with oaks on my own. After I take another shot at it here. And we'll fill all of this in eventually. I'm just going to wait on that. Because that's not even been zoned in. And I was going to see about maybe doing that tonight during the stream, but now there's no demand, so it still won't fill in. Alright, let's just randomly place a few oaks down through here. Just to fill it out nicely. I don't want them overlapping the railroad, because then, well, poor train gets hit in the face. Nobody wants a train hit in the face, it's just rude. I swear I saw a tree disappear when I placed that tree. I swear I did. Like, when I was over here, well, like, one of them down here just vanished or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'm seeing things. That is entirely possible. That's zoomed in, so that will eventually fill in. Let's do a few right here. Pedestrian bridge, just to discourage people from jumping onto live railroad tracks. I just realized I built that one different than I built that one. Oh well. Variety. It's the spice of something. Yes, I know the spice of life. Just a couple in through here. I mean, that definitely makes the area look better instead of just having the big open spaces, but I still don't... I just don't like how divided everything feels with these railroads. Maybe, but it happens. Railroad tracks... Oh, she finally quit telling us about the tsunami. Because this all evaporated? Yep. I don't know when that happened. Oh my god, now we're having another massive fire. Oh, we had another massive fire. And that's like all the detailing done that I wanted to get done tonight. And I really wanted to work on expanding out into this direction and getting this filled in. But now I don't know what our demands are going to be. That's a bit disappointing. Well, let's go over here. I do have a couple more things I can fill in. We are going to once again turn to our friend Bob, which Bob stands for Beautify Our Builds. And tree variant is going to be replaced with, you guessed it, the horse chestnut. And tree variant is also going to be played by the horse chestnut. So much better. Oh my gosh, the city is losing money like crazy right now. We're gonna line the paths with horse chestnuts just to keep it consistent. Very secluded playground. It's where the 1% take their children to play so they're not photographed by the paparazzi. True story. Just a couple oaks to fill that in, and boom. That went from being just a barren area. I mean, like, compare. There's what it looked like. There's what it looks like now. Beautiful is what it looks like now. So we'll just kind of follow that same recipe. I like it. Speaking of recipes, I'm getting hungry. And I don't know why I ate before the stream. Why am I hungry? Shouldn't be hungry. Game struggle busing on me. That's good. And I've got, yeah, one more. That corner zone, just nobody's living there. Tsunami got him. What year did that tsunami take place in? 2050 or 2049? One of the two. I remember back in 49, the mayor was busy spending all of our money on a bunch of bushes for that old trade college. Didn't even see that wave of coming. Much better. Much, much better. Did my cemetery ever finish 17? It did. Well, we're almost back to 50,000. Still way down from what we were. I know for sure we were at 48. And I want to say the meter was about here. I think we're at 68,000. Does that at least help traffic? No. Oh, it's not as bad. This is flowing nicely now. Still a little bit issue here. Hello, cow on skates. How you doing? Sounds like a dangerous proposition to put a cow on skates. We need to get an airport in here, or at least another cargo train terminal, because this one is getting busy with the two massive industries. I mean, this farm is cranking out. Well, it was 54,000. Now it's 18,000. I guess it got shy. It's cranking out a massive amount of money, and so is our forestry. They're both, they're huge though. I mean, the farm starts here and ends over here. So we've got all of our producers, processors, and finishing up with unique factory goods. You know, I get ideas from other creators and just different things I can try to do to make my cities better. So I don't think there's any shame in watching it as much as you play it. Though the only one I really watch with any regularity is City Planner Plays. I used to watch a lot of Biffa. I still like Biffa. But I don't know, like, a lot of his cities just feel like he does the same things kind of over and over again. It's like new city, but it winds up being just the same. And I got spoiled by City Planner Plays telling a story. I wish I could be the storyteller he is. That's not the tree I meant to use. There's just a bit of separation from the highway. Oh, absolutely nobody there. Yes. My water pipes are under my roads where they belong. Yeah. I want him to come out with a line of merch, and the first one better be a picture of a water pipe beneath a road. Just I want a t-shirt with that. Does he have merch? I don't think City Planner Place has merch, does he? Oh, does he? Oh, he does. Why does he never talk about his merch? I need these. I need these. Respect the topography. I mean, it's got his logo up there, so if it's not him, I did not know. This is, oh my god, look at this, is so well done. Tell me he's got one about water pipes, please. I like the Verde Beach Fire Department. I like that one a lot. I had no idea this dude had merch. Okay, I want a respect the topography tee, I want a fire department tee, and I want a Clearwater County tee. Oh my god, these are so good. That is just perfect. What do you get? It's like a green color when it's in you're looking at the topographic map. It's a little bit lighter than that, but it would have to be a green tea. Wow. He's even got good prices. As someone who's on all my merch is on Spring as well. I can tell you he's not making money on any of this. He's making a few cents on every one of these. So he's literally just doing this as a community service. Oh man, this stuff's so good. Yes, I have my own merch as well. Not as good as this though. Jesus Christ, this is good. Anyway, I had no idea dude had merch. Of course, I'm not even wearing my own merch, and I'm wearing Please Shibe's merch. A dude who used to stream a lot, not so much anymore. And I just don't know what to do for the next half hour because we're waiting to bounce back from this tsunami. And I've kind of gotten the detailing done that I wanted to do. Which the areas look much better. This was just a big, wide open green space. And now it feels like a destination. It's an extension of the trade school campus. Trade school, you tend to go to trade school to work in an industry. So I gave them the statue of industry. They've even got their academic work museum. They come over here to graduate in just this park-like area. And it feels good. The campus, again, was just green everywhere. I'm still not sold on what I've done here along this building. I think it could be better. But I'm just not sure what to do. Here's a little area we could do something with, though. I completely missed that earlier. I think this is, oh, I can't. I turn anarchy or collisions off, can I? I think so. Yep. I think just some young lindens right down the side will be sufficient for that. Just something to fill that little gap in. Are there any other little gaps we need to fill in while, nah. Okay, so I can turn collisions back on so we don't get a bunch of... Oh, did not turn on. There we go. We don't want trees popping up to the roads. If you let it run too long with collisions disabled, you'll wind up with trees in the road. Which I don't get why a lot of people haven't figured that out. Yeah, if you turn anarchy on when you place roads and place trees, they'll wind up in there. But if you just let the game run, the trees will just grow up to the road. New trees will sprout. And it seems like so many people don't understand that. This side of the city bounced back quick. The high density stuff, but this is just sitting here doing nothing. Then again, pretty much all of that was taken out. Back here was spared for the most part. This was never zoned. Well, the commercial side was. You'll see this in 2 weeks. Episode 13, where I built this. This respects the topography. That's why it's curved like it is. I followed where our line is, and then I did a lot of sloping to get from up there to down here so that we could have some riverfront properties as well. Downside is the majority of this I can't do anything with. I should just kind of formalize it and make it a park, to be honest. I should put like some park entrances in and just make it a park. I just answered my question of what I can do while we wait for the city to bounce back, didn't I? We can change this to a park. Not gonna have a whole lot here. I used to be that way. I would always wind up with my industry push towards the coast because I had started inland where the starting square was. I've learned over time to just be a bit more intentional about what I'm doing. I can even add some piers down here. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's bring this right down to the water's edge. It won't hurt these businesses to be inside of a park. And this will really boost the land values down here too. I hate it when I color outside the lines. And I think that was something else that, you know, I really learned. I learned how to fix traffic and get traffic under control from Biffa. Though I've since deviated from a lot of the stuff he does. A lot of his stuff's good, but there's definitely, it's not one size fits all. That's for sure. Like dedicated turn lanes don't always work. But, yeah, if you don't use 81 tiles, you do wind up with some weird stuff. I go back and forth on 81 tiles. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Lately I have been. But I just did a city, just for my own enjoyment. I didn't stream it, it's not on YouTube. I got a city up to about 250,000. And I didn't use 81 tiles to unlock everything. I played through and waited till I could unlock stuff. But I did take a good look at the map first and see what was where. I don't know why I'm not just holding that down. I'm just doing all those. There we go. That's good to do it. I'm going to replace this with the self-leveling it has, I think. I'm not 100% certain on that. Here, I'll probably just leave that in because it matches that park. Alright, so now we need to come in where all these crosswalks are and place some gates. Main gate. Oh, I turned zoning off on that. Okay, we gotta put zoning back in first. I didn't realize I had turned zoning off here. Really only need it right there. I wish I could get all of that. No, like right there, that's handy that I could get that, and same there. That. And there, zoning is on. Cool. So now I should be able to get park gates in roughly where I want them. So 81 tiles can do weird stuff if you use it. Like if I were to use it right now, I don't know that it still does this, but it used to be that especially if you had metros and water pipes, for some reason when you unlocked it, they would all sink and break. So your water pipes would usually stay connected to your services. So like your, I don't even know where my waste processing is. Here it is. So like these dudes and your water towers and things, you'd see the water pipes going up to it in like a really sharp V and then back down. But your metros, it would just break the connection. You just have a station several hundred feet, even though they're all below ground, 700 feet above the metro. It would just like sink it down to the lowest for some reason. I don't know if it still does that or not, though. I have no idea. If I'm going to use it, I use it at the very beginning. Like I decide at the outset, I am or am not going to do it. No, come on, look. That can totally go there. Anarchy says so, see? It's being really peculiar on some of these sides. So we need one there, one there, one there. I think I had a path here. I did. And then up here. Well, I think you can manage it without a mod, to be honest. I need to get something. The only reason mine's a big bottleneck right now is because that's the only place I have for cargo. And that's it. And I've set my road hierarchy to make this more favorable than going over to the highway. On purpose, because I eventually want to have my cargo moved about. Like, we're going to have this industry here. There's going to be some more back over here. I would like some better cargo assets in general than just like the two that we have. There are some cool ones out there in the workshop, but they tend to be like retro or a specific building theme or something that I'm not really into using. We need one here. Where was it that I was going to add zoning back? I think right here, yeah. Or was I going to put one here? No, let's just go down here. So we've got zoning there. That'll be fine. Alright, let's turn anarchy off and see what this looks like. I hate that it goes into park view just because you're using a park asset. Such a pain. Let's see what I can do with the self-leveling paths. With all my snap 2s turned off here. And see if they don't... I don't want them to mess up my terrain too much. That works. We just need to come in here and adjust this bit. I need all this back on. There we go. If I wiggle this around... Oops, I've still got my key selection. That's why it's doing that. There we go. I got rid of that one. And then this is going to be a little trickier. I don't want to demolish anything, so we're going to have to go a gentler curve and then slightly sharper. Is that going to get there? Yep. We should have some entrances up here too, shouldn't we? We should. Yes, we should. Let's do that real quick. While I'm thinking of it. Just drop on. We'll drop one there. Sorry about your business. It sucks. Anarchy on. There we go. Put one there. And they can walk down these side streets to get to the other ones. These are just really long runs. So connect those up. I had an asset for a while that was like an alternate cargo station that I really liked, but then it just disappeared from my game. Part of the collection's still there, but I don't remember what it was called. I don't even remember where the assets are, honestly. I think they're under parks. but it was a... No, where are they? So it was the people who made these cargo yards. So yeah, I don't even have the Steam. This, yeah, this is it. This is one of them. There were several variations of this, and it may be that I just don't have them unlocked yet. That's a possibility. No? But it was several variations of this. Some had like working cranes. This it is a ploppable, but this particular one's a ploppable industry building, but it looks like a cargo yard. But there were other ones that I got from this same asset creator that would have like working trains, so trucks could drive through and unload. Yeah, it's not gonna stay there because it's not zoned, and I don't have Rico installed currently. But I don't know what happened to it. Like I had like all these cargo crates and everything, and a lot of it just went missing. Containers? No. Like these are vanilla assets. They're just vanished from my game one day. I don't know if it got removed from the Steam Workshop. Maybe they were doing a naughty or something. I don't know. But they were just gone. I should really move the intersection there, but whatever. They can walk. But they were cool because you could just place these cargo areas right in the middle of your freaking town, and they functioned. Didn't have to have rail, didn't have to have anything. They just worked. And then they had prop versions of them as well that were just props, so you could like really make a believable looking area. Looks like the self-leveling paths for the most part are working fine. I know roughly where the train line is, and I'm trying to follow it. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good to stay mostly. That one's sloped pretty big, but yeah, I've been doing pretty good about getting in there. And the only reason I know it is because it's in the middle of the roads, is where that contour line was. I'll fix that in the middle. This one's going to have to climb. I don't want it to be a bridge, though, and that's what it's trying to do. Don't be a bridge. Don't be a bridge. Don't be a bridge. You know what? Don't be a bridge. There we go. We'll just click the button that says you can't be a bridge. Little bit ugly there. We did get a bridge there. Let's correct that. There we go. That may be why the other one tried to be a bridge, because it was still at 1 meter. So just take the bend out of that a little bit. Take the bend out of this one a little bit. Oh, but then it created one down there. So now I gotta take the bend out of that side. Oh, uh-oh. Let's move the node. Now we should be able to fix this. No? This is tricky. Let's move the node again. Maybe move it over some. There we go. Oh, no. It's going to be one of those that, like, no matter what I do, it's going to put it back somewhere. Oh, we'll just have to live with it. So cool. Olive Grounds, having nothing but gates, already has an entertainment level of 238. I charge people for parks. I have to spend time building it. You're paying to get in. So we're not, like I said, we're not going to do a whole lot in this park. It's just going to be mainly just decorative. But because we have this as a park, we can put in a couple of our piers. Just a couple. That's actually a road right there. Even though it looks like a zoo path, it is a road. I'm so glad that somebody told me about this. These are drivable park paths. So they're zonable and everything, though I have the zoning turned off. But so buildings like this that need a connection, but you don't want it right up against the road, you can do it. Trello! My dude, where you been? Welcome back, buddy. We'll just do a couple gazebos, like one there, maybe one there, and like one here. And then maybe if these aren't going to look too hideous because of the train, that's fine. We can deal with that. Dealing with stuff. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your stuff has been dealt with. And it's good to see you, man. It has been a minute. So we'll throw in a cafe, like... Ooh, this is probably not going to be the best idea. Yeah, those are sitting up really high. This run 3 years blocked you. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I know that feeling, though. My best friend all through high school and college, just one day, just literally out of the blue, emailed me and was like, my wife doesn't want me to have anything to do with you anymore. Please don't contact me. How's that? Never heard from him again. We had been best friends for a long, long time. Ooh, this is ugly. Let's, what is that? Child Healthcare Center. We really need that down here, too. Maybe if we move it to, like, there. No, no matter what, it's going to be ugly. Alright, we'll deal with that in a different way, then. Just want to go through and get some of this terrain smoothed out here. This one. I'm really sorry, man. That I know how much that can hurt. I said firsthand. I know that can be a not cool thing to have happen. That looks good. That's fine. A little touch right there should fix that. This is gonna require a lot of work. We got a little tiny ugly corner on this, but I think I can deal with it. Let's get this fixed first up here. Do that, we're gonna have to level some out and then get rid of it. Using a really small brush on this because I don't want to move too much. There we go, that fixes that. And same thing here, if I level back into this hill, that's pretty good. The train tool is another one. Whoops. That took me a while to get the hang of. To really get the train to look decent. And I know I say the word train weird. Sounds like I'm saying train like choo-choo. Oh, my park just upgraded. Cool. Now I have a lovely little park. And I like it. I'm happy with it. And it helps provide some alternate connectivity throughout here. Is anyone using it? Oh, yeah. Holy crap. Like every time you come here, it's after a bad spot in your life. Oh, dude, you know, that's one of the things I enjoy about being a content creator. Not that people have problems, but, you know, we talk about pretty much everything here. You know, all topics. I mean, there's not much that's off limits with my channel. And, you know, community is an important thing to me. You know, you guys help support me, but even by being here. And so I think it's important, you know, to be attentive to when people are going through stuff, to give them an outlet to talk. I may not ever have a solution for anything, but I can at least be here to listen. Why did that do that? Is it because there's no node there now? Well, guess what? There is now. Yeah, I fixed it. Just want to line up these crosswalks a little bit better. Like this one, I'm okay with it being a little off. Same with that one. I'm okay with that. That one's okay. There we go. I think that looks pretty decent. Almost wondering if we don't need one more entrance up here, because this is a pretty long trip. So if you were here, you'd have to walk all the way around to get to basically right behind that building. Yeah, let's do one more park entrance right there. And now that building. Oh, I already had one there and I just didn't connect it. Oops, my bad. Sorry about your business that I just flattened with a gate. Oops. Oops. I'm just gonna connect that up like that, and there we go. Yeah, that's good. And then let's put a decent sized tree along this path, like maybe these doo-doos. What's this gonna look like? Yeah. 3 years, 1 month, 25 days, and 23 hours. You're an hour away from your 26th day. Wow. So you came in towards, well, no, actually, I used to start at 7. You came in about 2 hours to do a stream. Oh, I start at 5. I forget that my streams used to start earlier. You've been around for half my Twitch career, man. Because I just, last month, had my 6-year anniversary on Twitch. Cool. And then we're going to go back to our tree brush. And I think this is the perfect place to use it. I'm going to leave some of these areas kind of green. Again, you want some open green spaces. You know, so you can throw a football, lay down a blanket, have a picnic, fly a kite. But you don't want it to all be open. You want some nice secluded areas where you can take your significant other and do questionable things in the woods. I mean, I'm right. Yeah, it used to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 7 to 11. My schedule's changed. Not all that long ago either. Just pretty recently. So I'm kind of curious about something. I've had a problem that's been coming up very sporadically. And yep, there it is. I keep getting these sections where I've done nothing. I've not changed a road. I've not done anything with terrain. But I'll get 2 little squares that become unzoned. That's not zonable for some reason. Okay, that's weird. There's not a house there on that one. I'm trying to see if there is one somewhere where it did it. Looks like that. And it's only low density residential. You'd love to say what your internet's going to shit? Alright, my dude. Thanks for stopping by and, you know, give your friends some space. Maybe they'll come around. Maybe not. But just be, you know, try to be the bigger person about it. That's all you can really do. You know, don't add to it. Just know some people crazy. That's about all you can do. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. We have a ton of demand for offices and... Why do we have such high unemployment? We should have just as many jobs now as we had pre-disaster. There's 200 jobs still there. There's almost 1,000 jobs there. Thanks, Venus. This is my YouTube city. So if you are subscribed on YouTube, you'll see this city. However, I have not been detailing it like at all. So it's that's what tonight is. We're just kind of going through and detailing. Well, I've been holding on to this spot over here for just this purpose, for industry and things. But we also need garbage processing. This section's reserved for water treatment. Oh man, our water is low too. Fudgeums. What's our pollution look like? Bad. So I can't go, I can only go right here. The rest of this is just gonna have to remain empty. Probably not the most ideal location for solar towers, to be honest, but that's where I put them, so they're staying there. I don't want to consolidate all of my garbage services to like one area, but I also don't have anywhere else to put them. I'm not planning on doing anything with this space, so we can tuck one around the corner over here. That terrain view back a little bit. We're going to get it right up against where this hill starts. And just kind of go out like this. Actually, it doesn't even need to be that far away. I want to be able to hide it from the highway. It's all just practice, Venus. That's all it is, man. Practice and watching a lot of City Planner plays. Gonna lose a couple houses. Okay with that. And get your water pipes under the road where they belong on a bend. My best advice is turn all your snap twos off and then just stop in this gap between each lot. And that gives you the ability to keep it right there centered under the road. Sometimes you get weird things like that. There's nothing you can do about it. But it at least helps. So we're going to put this here, I think. Let's see my train view. Can I please just click that? Thank you. Yeah, that's going to fit there nicely. I'm going to kind of put it like here. And then I am going to take this road and just bring it up. I'm turning my snap twos back on. Just going to bring it up to, over to, down to, and delete that. This is going to be kind of a little turnaround if they need it. And then we just kind of want to hide it. We don't want that to be visible. So hide it as much as possible here. And honestly, these are just oaks right here, so I'm just going to switch to my oak brush and just forest that out. These don't have much pollution on them. Yeah, you don't really see that back there now. Let's make sure you don't see it from these houses. Nah. So just a road goes down there. Just a creepy road your parents warned you about. But it gives us some more trash service over here. But our garbage processing is what's really low. Where? Oh, wait, hold on. No, I do have the building that processes those. Why? Oh. Wow, it's busy. 4.7 million out of 10 million, so it's about half capacity. Yeah, that's the problem. Our garbage production is outstripping our garbage processing. These aren't processes, they're just collections. They're landfills, basically. They're just landfills that get cleared out on a regular basis. So if I want to add more processing, I either need another one of these plants or more recycling centers. Okay, we've got both of those turned on, so that's all we can do for garbage. Our population's rebounding nicely. I really don't have a place that I can build another one of these right now, but that would be the solution. Because these dudes just, man, we're low on power? Because it's raining. And we rely on a lot of solar. Okay, we have lots of problems in the city. Our water availability is getting low. Availability. Why is that word hard to say? I can safely add some water towers right back here. I say safely and then come back here and it's burned down. Put one there, and we'll put another one there. That way we don't kill all of our trees. So that should, yeah, it takes care of our water availability. Power, though. See, now that the sun's starting to come out, our solar updraft towers. That's the only reason I don't like using solar. Is if it's cloudy, you can see right there, sunshine intensity 64, so you lose a big chunk. Eventually, we're going to have like a really big industrial harbor over here, and we're going to make use of the, what are they called? I just always forget what they're called. Ocean thermal energy conversion plants. They're really cool. They produce a lot of power. They cost a lot, but they produce a lot of power. I like them. But I think they look stupid on a river, so we're not going to put them on a river. So we are making enough power when it's not cloudy. So since that's climbing, we should see our production climbing as well. Yep. So what are we going to do about garbage processing? Having it all consolidated is such a bad idea. So maybe we could throw in, as much as I don't want these here, just a couple recycling centers over here. Oh, I need you to go right. There you go. And that gives me about 80,000, about 70,000. No, yeah, about 80,000 over. Garbage production 360, we're right at 440 processing, so that'll keep us there for now. I really thought this dude had a much higher processing rate than that. Only 192,000, okay. And these do 24,000. I could do incineration plants, but I just don't use them anymore. I kind of refuse to use incineration plants. They're just nasty. All right, let's get this industrial demand met. I don't want industry on our main road out there, so we're just going to zone it back here. And that should build in pretty quickly. I'll go ahead and put some here. And then just to help them out so the trucks don't have to travel very far, I'm going to immediately overwrite some of it. And if you throw in one of these just zoned for commercial goods, then the industry that produces goods will drop it off there, and then this guy will take care of delivering it. And usually helps on traffic. It's not doing me so many favors right now. Are we importing just a ton of crap? No, we're not. What is with all these trucks then? Like, none of that, those are all trucks. But none of it's imports or exports. Wow. That's kind of surprising. Also, I really thought I had more commercial goods set for warehouses. I'm glad I did that. Oh yeah, all these back here, specialty products, okay. This freaking traffic, man. If I had room, I'd make this roundabout, but I don't have space. And it's all these people trying to get into the industry area. Looks like most of them are trying to go straight. All right, let's see if we can help this out a little bit. We've got enough lanes here that this shouldn't be a problem. So what we're going to do is eliminate straight across. And lefts. No, you know what? We will let them still go straight across. I won't let them turn left. But then I have... Ooh, I forced them into lanes here, so I can't do that anymore. I'm going to have to take those off if I'm going to do this. Otherwise, this wouldn't really work. And then we're going to have... you able to go there, but up here, we're going to make this left and straight. Straight and right. That way, if they need to go straight on after making this left-hand turn, they can. If they need to turn right, they're just kind of SOL. But and this can be right and straight on. Actually, hold that thought. No. Straight on, dedicated right only. You're not turning left there. You just not come down here and do it. And then here, dedicated right. These people won't be able to turn left. Oh well, that's their problem. Go there, or there if you'd like, since we have a lane open. And you go there. And we'll see what that does for here. Now, we've just kind of shifted a lot of it down to there. Great. So, is it that they're wanting to go right? Take care, Venus. I'm going to be wrapping it up here in a few minutes, so you're not going to be missing a whole lot. I just kind of wanted to see if there was anything I could do about this traffic real quick, and there's not much I can do about it. So this is 3 lane, this is 4 lane, this is 3 lane, this is 3 lane. What have I done here for traffic management? Anything? Yep, I've already got it all set up. I could potentially make some of this traffic choose this outside lane by making that not a right only. Whoa. Let them go straight through there as well. That way they're not all fighting to get in that one lane, and maybe they'll flow through here a little better. This cross traffic. I had a stoplight here, but it actually gets worse with a stoplight instead of better. They are still preferring this route. The only thing I could do is ban trucks down here. Also need to upgrade this to not such noisy roads since that's right near residential. That road itself produces a lot of noise. Just from the trucks driving over it. What, I changed it to a different road type and you don't want to drive on it anymore? But see, this going up here is what's causing this to back up. But I wanted them to have access to over here because I was planning on putting an extra cargo terminal over here. Or not terminal, warehouse. My God, it's causing problems. Alright, let's see where these guys are wanting to go. A little bit of everywhere. Hey, Kiltastic. Thought you were going to bed. Not very many of them are going straight, though. I mean, to look at it, it looks like a ton of them are going straight, but... Let's turn off cyclists and pedestrians, get a better view here. Seems like the bulk of them are coming down this way. So why do we have so many cars right there? Bizarre. And now it's clearing up again. Now they're all coming back. I do see one problem we can fix. Oh, that's the wrong tool. I had to quit worrying about traffic. It wasn't my goal for tonight. That'll help that a little bit. They won't have to stop there and then keep moving. And maybe that'll space them out a little bit if we don't have cars stopping and then causing a backup there. I mean, it's not... Traffic's not broken, but... 76% is just not good. It's fine over here. We've got places that are red, but it's moving. It just means they're busy. Then we get to these junctions down here. It's this one, and this one. These are our problem, children. And I've yet to find a solution that just stays working. I've tried so many different things in between recording sessions for the YouTube series on this road with these intersections. And something will work and it'll be fine. I've heard a lot of things about Team Group. I mean, I'm kind of like a Samsung snob, so I only buy Samsung SSDs. But I've heard a lot of good things about Team Group. Is it 4.0? I'm assuming her new board is going to be 4.0. Yeah, whatever. I need to quit worrying about it. Yeah. It's past time to wrap up. It has been for a minute. So we're going to push this button right here. Boop. Go to the lovely ending screen and figure out who we're going to go raid. Don't know. Yes, I do know, because I just kind of want to watch that. We're going to go say hi to Top Secret Muffin, who's playing Lego Star Wars. Looks like they might have just started. But that is where we're going. Boop. Guys, make sure you are following on Twitter. It says 3.0. It'll work. It'll just be a little slower. It'll just run up 3.0 speeds instead of 4.0. If she has a 4.0 slot, it'd be better to have a 4.0 because it is faster. Though for a boot drive, you're not going to see a whole lot of a big difference, honestly. Maybe a few milliseconds. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube so you get to see all the wonderful videos, including the series of the map we were just working on tonight. And of course, I have all of my stream VODs, so if ever you miss a stream, you can check those out over on my second channel. And we would love you to come hang out with us on the Vainglorious Discord server. Because we're awesome, and so are you. And let's get all the awesome people together. That's what we want, all the awesome people together. There's your raid emotes. The top group if you're not subscribed, the bottom group if you are. Just copy those and drop them over on Top Secret Muffin. And we go say hi to him. Again, it looks like he just started. And we're going to go play some Lego Star Wars, apparently. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'll be back live sometime after 5, between 5 and 5:30 tomorrow afternoon. My mom just got home today from the hospital, so I'm kind of her caretaker during the day, and then my dad takes over when he gets home in the afternoons. So I don't start the stream till he's home. And that's just how it's going to go for the next few weeks. But I will see you guys then. Have a great night.